Hello everyone, join me on another episode of South York's Allotment. I'm just down at plot 2 at the moment, and just where them plastic cloches are is where I'm going to put my parsnips. My idea today and plan is to core the holes out, ready for all the sifted compost to be put in the holes, and I can probably start getting the seeds sown within the next week or so. They've been on now for a couple of weeks during this nice, dry, warm spell of weather we've been having. So hopefully the temperature of the raised bed soil within will be quite warm. So I'm just going to get set up then, and I'll just show you how I go on coring these holes out. To start with then, I'm just going to rake this over with the 3-prong hand cultivator. And the soil's really nice and fine. It's had a lot of spent compost on from grow bags, potatoes in pots, etc. So it's really nice and fluffy. So it shouldn't take much effort doing these. Right, I usually get about 12, so all I'm going to do, put this stake in, just mark out roughly 12 holes where I'm going to be boring out, and then with a bit of pressure, push right in as far as I can, and then start making the cone. I had to aim for about 4 to 6 inches at the top. Really working it just to get a good system going. Right then, I'll just show you now what I've been doing. Okay, so this is what we're trying to aim for, like a 4 to 6 inch hole at the top, cored down. It's probably about a foot deep or something like that, maybe a bit more, but that'll be great for me, for my parsnips. 12 of them will fit in this raised bed, and then all I'll do is I'll just sieve some of that Jack's Magic compost. I found that's worked great in the last couple of years when I've been doing my carrots and parsnips, so I'll stick with the same principle and compost as last year. Here we are then, just in the nick of time before it gets dark. All the parsnip holes are now filled up with the compost mix, Jack's Magic. So what I'll do then in the next episode, I'll bring you footage of me sowing the seeds. Well, good morning. It's another damp, dreary, rainy sort of day today. Showers on and off all day, so I've come down to plot 1, just in the greenhouse at the moment, and my aim for today is to bore out the old soil out of these carrot holes and get it all prepared ready for when I core again, probably end of March, and then put some soil in. So I've got this 4-inch pipe here, and hopefully, all being well, I'll be able to just drive that into there, make the holes, and just get all the old soil, spent soil taken out, and I'll just spread that soil on the garden outside. Right, well, it's finally took a couple of attempts. I've spaced this out over a couple of days. I did a bit at a time, did this first bed and did the second bed, but you can see how much of the sand has dipped now. It's probably dipped about 10 inches to a foot in each bed. So what I'll have to do is top that up first before I then core the holes out and reapply the compost ready for sowing the carrots. So that's another job done, ticked off the list. And just outside, just some of the spent sand and soil I've just scattered over the allotment and just weeded it all now, so that bed's all ready for me then starting to plant something in about May time. I've just come down to plot 2 and I've just had 20 minutes and I've constructed this trellis frame on a couple of posts, and this is where the bench is going to go right up to, like so. And basically I've put in 2 roses, climbing roses, both have got fragrance and scent. Just planted them there, and they grow quite tall and wide, so the spread of this will put on a great floral display, and also it'll add a bit of nice colour and scent when we're sat there in the evening sunshine. This area here just there, I need to just finish this bit of a bed off there, put some fresh compost in, and I'm going to put the gladioli in there. This bit here I've just had the bags of postcrete as I've put these posts in here. That's going to be cardboard on the bottom, topped up with some multi-purpose compost, etc., and then I'm going to put some sweet peas in there. This bit here is full of topsoil, this needs riddling a bit as well. I'm going to put some more gladioli, half gladioli, and probably put some some carrots in the other side. So I'm quite pleased with that, really. like I say, it's starting to rain now, but I managed to get the job done, so it was quite smart really. Very pleased with that. And hopefully the roses take to the soil and they'll come really nice. If they look anything like they do on the packet, then they'll be fantastic. But as we all know, everything looks good on the packet. It's just how you prepare everything and how you grow it yourself, which is the main feature. So yeah, it'd be nice in the sunshine there on a summer's evening. This year's first bit of rhubarb, picked fresh today and ready for going in a nice homemade rhubarb crumble. So it's now time for me to do my potatoes in pots, and these are the first earlies. I've done a couple already, so these have already been in the pots and I've planted those, but I've done them at different stages so you can see how I do these. So basically, I'll take this for example. This is Casablanca. Like I say, they're all first earlies, and Casablanca, I've had these chitting now for about 6 to 8 weeks, and they've brought some lovely chits on, as you can see. I filled the bottom of the pots. There's 2 pots. These are 10 litres, and the big one there, that's 15 litres. And I've put 2 inches of last year's grow bag compost, what I used for the tomatoes, in the bottom. Place the 2 potatoes in the 10 litres. If they're 15 litres, then 3 seed potatoes go in them, like so. These varieties here are Charlotte. So I've got Casablanca, Charlotte, Nicola, which is those, Swift, and the last one there is Pentland Javelin. Now these have all been chitting really nicely over the last few weeks, so they've got a couple of good shoots. As you can see there, the Charlottes have done brilliantly as well. And all I've had them really is on the spare bedroom windowsill, and they've really took on it last few weeks or so. So then once that happens in, I'll just give them a light covering, and I'll use a bit of bloodfish and bone and a bit of chicken manure pellets. And what I'll do then is I'll just fill a pot up, just scrunch it all about, mix it up really well, and then I'll bring it back over here, and then I'll just top these up. I'm going to top these right up to the top, because it's just pointless me messing about earthing them up, because once you get to the top you can't go any further anyway. So that'll be my method. They'll then go in the greenhouse probably for about 6 to 8 weeks, weather depending. Weather depending meaning that if it's warms up and there's no threat of any frosts, they will be going in this bed here as previously. But I always usually do my new potatoes a week or 2 before the seconds and the main crops, so they're already chitting away, and I'll just do some of those as and when. I've got a few more of the pots over there, and I've also got a few on the other plots, so I'll do some second earlies and some main crops as well to go in. And not only this, there'll also be some more potatoes which I'll grow in the ground along at plot 1. So what have I been doing down here then? As you can see, this area with the rusty type caging, that's been prepared now, and it's been given a little dressing of bloodfish and bone. This is where I'm going to put my onions and shallots. This is just preventative to keep the cats off, because they just make a right mess. So this, with being nice and fluffy, would be perfect, ideal for them, but they're not going to get in because I've took the precautionary measures. As you saw just briefly in a previous clip of this, all the parsnips have been cored out now, and they're filled up with the Jack's Magic compost. So that's all coming along nicely. We've had a nice few days weather, so I've been making the most of it and getting a few jobs done. This is the garlic, that's doing really well and nice and healthy now, so I'll probably give that a feed in a week or 2. But everything's coming along nicely. And just a quick update, sweet peas, they're now sprutting up, and you can see at the back the broad beans are coming there, and also they're popping up there too. The lettuces with the label marker just above them, they're a no-show at the moment, but they haven't been in long, so that's not to worry. So that's it for this episode then. It's been a bit of a mixture of another few weeks, but now I'm back into the swing of things and growing. There'll be more updates coming. I know I didn't mention last time is February's temperatures. I said this at the start of the year, I'm going to do bits and pieces on temperatures. We had a high here of 17 for February, which is absolutely ridiculous. We had that for nearly 3 days, It got up to 16 and 2 17s within the 3-day spell we had in February. But a couple of the nights towards the end of the month got down to -2. So it was a bit of a strange one really. But so far in March we had some nice weather, albeit last week when we had Storm Gareth made an appearance, but it's not done any damage to my plot, thankfully. And to be fair, a lot of people's plots down here seem to have been unharmed and untouched compared to other YouTube users. So next time you'll see this episode, the trellis there what I've made, this is all going to get cardboarded before I put some of this soil in there. I'm going to screen that and put some compost in, followed by some sweet peas when they come up. This area is going to have some bulbs in and probably some carrots, but like I said, it needs screening really well. This area here, this little bit, this is where it's going to have my gladioli, and whatever I don't fit in this one will go in the big one too, but that just needs another couple of pieces of wood securing to that frame and then filling up, and then we're all ready to go. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.